I would like my property to be returned to me immediately. Can you do that? Can you return the property that you stole from me?
Not on the threat that you made.
What is the Fourth Amendment?
Fourth Amendment?
Yeah.
Hit me with the hard ones today, man.
You'd think the police officers that have a duty to protect and serve would know something about the Constitution, but you'd be surprised to know how uneducated they are. One of these ill-informed cops was Major Strickland. He stopped an auditor from filming in the parking lot of the sheriff's office, and that proved to be a big mistake.
Major Strickland. Yes, so what you're telling me is that this isn't open to the public? So why does that sign there say employee parking? I'm not a vehicle. I'm not parking here. It doesn't say I can't walk through here.
Well, I'm asking you.
Oh, so it's a personal request.
It's a
personal. Okay, so I'm going to request you get in your car and get out of here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's find out how it's gonna work. Go ahead.
Step over there, sir.
I'm free to stand right here.
No, you're not.
I am. Do a whole lot of calling because you're gonna need them. This is Major Strickland here. He's going to tell me that it's a personal request that I leave the parking lot.
I don't have a unit to meet me in the parking lot of 400 Watt one.
He needs 2 units, actually.
I just need one.
2 units. Tell me you need 2.
Listen, I don't. 10-4.
2 units.
No keys.
Tell me you need 2 units. And while you got your window down, I'm going to take a look inside your car, right?
Whatever facilitates happiness. Just step over here for me, please.
You told me to do whatever facilitates my happiness, and then you're going to ask me to step over there? Brother, listen, I just listen. I come here to get my information, and I'm leaving, okay? You can roll your window up. I can see through your window, brother. Well, if there's nothing there, why you roll your window up? Nothing. It's okay. So Major Strickland here operates under personal request and not law.
I'm telling this is an area that's for the employees of the sheriff's.
Is there a statute to back that up? Your cat got your tongue. Is there a penal code that backs that up? No. Is there a signed document by the judge or your sheriff that legalizes that statement that you made? No, there isn't. There's a sign that says employee parking, correct?
Right.
Does it say that? Does it say authorized personnel? You look like you've seen a ghost. That answers my question. Get in your car, save yourself the embarrassment, and get out of here. It's simple.
No, that's
yeah, it is. Well, it's gonna work that way.
I don't know what best facilitates your happiness. I know what you're doing, and I know.
So you know what I'm doing, and you still got out your car to ask for my license. Do you see how you just made yourself look dumb? You know what I'm doing, Travis? Answer that question.
You've expressed your interest to leave.
This is how. No, I'm not interested in leaving. You're trying to make me leave. I'm not interested in leaving. I just want to finish getting these pictures of these vehicles with these different tents on them, and then I'm leaving. That doesn't require your help, but you chose to get out your car and embark on unlawful commands.
Go about your business.
So why you get out your car then?
Go about your business.
Now you're getting upset. See,
no, I'm not.
Now it's your ego and that thin blue line. Now you're getting upset. Now I'm staying right here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
You're on the clock, wasting our tax dollars. I can stay here all day. You got a job to do. And I'm sure the mayor or your sheriff wouldn't appreciate you wasting tax dollars.
I don't work for the mayor.
Oh, you don't?
I do not.
You don't?
I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, the sheriff wouldn't mind you just sitting here wasting tax dollars. Unless you're going to say you don't give a shit about what the sheriff thinks. I mean, that's on you. I don't work for the sheriff. You do.
Strickland felt so threatened by a black man with a camera that he immediately called for backup. He wished he was holding a gun so he could throw him to the ground and arrest him. Strickland then makes a very shitty statement.
Hey, you're blocking this man's way. Can you get out of the way? You're blocking this man's way right here. You're impeding traffic, actually. Yeah, that's called impeding traffic.
The Georgia traffic code?
No, obviously you're not, because you're parked right here on the wrong side of the road.
The 5 traffic charges that you can make on private property is impeding.
Oh, is it private? Is this private?
Yes.
Please put your foot. This is private.
It's city property.
It's city property.
It's county property.
It's county property. So you're telling me county property is private? Hey, brother, how you doing? Is city and county private property private? It's tax funded, right?
Pardon me?
Is city and county property tax funded? Which deems it public until you have a sign saying that personnel access on it. You've made yourself like a complete ass. Go over there, please. Bye. You can't complain about my language because I have a right to my First Amendment. Please get out my face.
First of all,
get out my face.
I'm not leaving.
Get out my face.
No.
Get out of my face.
No.
I have a right to my safety, okay? And you have no lawful reason to stand right here, okay? So if I feel threatened, I would defend myself, okay? That's not a threat on your life. That's a promise to my safety, okay? Back up. Back up. Okay, all right. Anything past this point, you signed up for, okay? Because I've asked you to leave me alone. I've done nothing wrong to you.
If you invite Incite violence against.
I'm not inciting violence. I'm inviting my
So
safety.
we're
This is my
both gonna
safety.
stand here
This is my
at
safety.
infinitum.
It's my safety. Okay.
We're gonna stand
You gonna
here
stand right there and won't move. And you won't move a foot closer. That's where you gonna stand there. Because I have a right to defend myself. Unlawful detention and unlawful arrest
You're
can
not
be.
being detained. And you're not being
I'm just letting you know that. So you have no lawful reason to put your hands on me. Okay. I just want you to know that. So you're gonna stay where you are, or it's gonna be a lot of cars moved around here. Okay. Please don't touch me. Just stay right there.
Okay.
How you doing, brother? I'm David. Nice to meet you. Are you Officer Hill?
Yes, sir.
This gentleman here is confused about county and city property. He said it's private, right?
First of all,
You said it. I'm done talking to you. Shut up, please. This officer here told me that city and county property is private. We all out here know.
I appreciate your.
Yeah.
You're done. You can get tonight. Thank you, Mr.
Hey, listen. Thank you for removing him so he don't look as bad as you look, all right? Because the whole city's gonna see this, and it's going to the sheriff.
The sheriff's office parking lot is private property, according to Major Strickland, paid for by taxpayers, but owned by the government.
Is your family on the internet? Because everybody's gonna see this. So when you go home, please brief them that you're now on the internet and they shouldn't watch it if they don't want to see dad or husband look like a fool, because that's what you are. See these gentlemen here? They're professional. But you chose to get out of the car and open your mouth. And then this happened. And that was interesting because obviously you told us good to go. It's still standing here watching. See that?
He can do whatever he
But
wants.
you just told him he can go. So if he can do what he want, why couldn't he stay here and talk? You said he can do what he want, but you told him to leave. You make yourself. Now you're making him leave. After you said he's free to do what he want. I love people like you. I really do. You're so upset, but you know you have no legal regards to this right here. You can't do nothing about it. If I didn't have my camera, I'd probably have a bullet in me right now, wouldn't I? You hate it.
I'm not upset.
You are upset.
I don't invest
You're
any
upset.
emotional
You do.
in what you're doing.
You're upset.
No.
It's fine. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to because you could have been left. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to.
The auditor made his point clearly. This major was a tyrant, and now he was exposed for all of the internet to see. This next auditor took a pop quiz of a cop who was called on him, but that didn't go as planned for him.
Oh, I'm not going to go inside, or I'm not going to go on your property. I'm not going to go in there. Can I ask you something? Well, okay. And here we go. Oh, they call it boys.
How you doing? We got called here because you're recording the building and recording employees.
I doing what?
You're recording the building, recording the employees.
How would I be able to? What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Clintz. Badge
Clintz?
number- Yep. Clintz, badge number 2205.
Okay, now say that one more time. What you just said.
So, got called here because you're standing outside of the bank, recording and recording the employees. They've asked you to stop. They've asked you to leave.
They did not. They didn't say neither one of those.
So
And
what
why
is-
would, and how would I be able to record the employees if they inside their bank?
I'm not sure. But
Yeah, that's a good question.
what exactly are you doing?
What exactly what you see?
Which is,
What am I doing?
I mean, you're recording the building for sure.
I'm recording now. I'm recording the birds. I was recording all kind of stuff. Cars. There's some nice cars rolling by, and
Okay.
just hypothetically speaking, if you was at home like sleep, and your best friend came like beating on your door, ringing your doorbell for breakfast, all you got to eat is cookies, cereal, and milk. What do you open first?
Probably the door.
Okay. Maybe if I can get two more out of you, what is the third and fourth letter in alphabet?
Third and fourth?
Yeah.
C and D.
Okay. And the last question I can ask you is, what's the First Amendment?
First Amendment?
Yeah, the 5 elements of the First Amendment.
Oh man, dude, it's been so long.
So long. What do you mean
So
by
long
that?
since I've like studied that. Studied that specific amendment.
The first. It's
Yeah.
the first. It's,
Free speech,
uh-huh.
religion.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. You tell me.
How long was the academy?
The academy?
Yeah.
Mine was a year?
A year?
Yeah, that was like 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
I'm not saying that you're doing anything
No, you're
wrong.
fine. I'm gonna let you try to redeem yourself. What is the Fourth Amendment?
Fourth Amendment?
Yeah.
Hit me with the hard ones today, man.
You know the Fifth? What's the Fifth?
Hey, Aguayo, you mind just staying with him for a minute?
You know the Fifth Amendment?
Yeah, he's just recording.
You know the Fifth? Yeah, we are recording, right? You recording? Hey, but are you recording, Officer Clint?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This officer forgot about the amendments. How is he supposed to uphold the law when he doesn't even remember it? And the strange thing is, his PD didn't even do a refresher course in 9 years. The first officer quickly dodges his question and leaves the man with Officer Aguayo.
Partners?
We work together.
Y'all work together? Something he just had really like an issue with was, what is the First Amendment? The 5 elements
5 elements of it?
of the First Amendment.
That's what he said?
We're asking.
Like freedom of speech and all that?
What's the first? And all of that. What's the rest of all of that? It's 5.
Yeah, it's 5 elements.
Do you know the 5?
Not off the top of my head, no.
I'm gonna let you redeem yourself. How about the Fourth Amendment?
Do you have any ID on you?
Huh?
Do you have any ID on you?
Sure.
Can I see it, please?
Can you see it? You want to trade IDs?
I mean, you've got my ID.
No, your ID.
Okay, so you're gonna be trespassed from here?
I wasn't on their property though.
Okay, they don't want you to come back.
Well, let them know if you can
And
go
so-
back.
so what
if
I
you
need from you-
if you can go back in there, let them know I trespassed them as well. I never
That's fine.
stepped on their
What I
property.
need from you is your ID.
Can we get a supervisor out here, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How you doing, man? What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Rippy, 0315.
How you doing, Mr. Rippy?
I'm not too bad. How about yourself?
What you got for me?
I don't have anything. I was told you wanted to talk to me.
Am I detained or am I free to go?
No, you're free to go. You haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. I mean, that's all.
Okay. Did the bank want to talk to me about anything?
Nope. Okay. He just requested you, so.
Yeah, because Mr. Clint, he said by law I have to give him my ID.
I mean, yes.
By law, and I'm on the sidewalk, minus no crime.
They want you warned for trespass, so we want to know who you are so that we can give you the trespass warning.
Yes, I've never been on their property though.
You don't have to be on their property for them to tell you that they don't want you to come on their property.
So
But
can
the
you,
reality of it is we know who you are. We'll recognize you. We've been dealing with you for the last several days. So if you show up on their property, we'll find out the rest of the information that
Correct.
we need. We'll go about it that way.
exactly, Mr. Rippy.
So I'm not worried about it.
If you can do me a favor, can you go back in there and let them know I want them trespassed for mines as well?
From yours where?
My property.
What property where?
Can you just tell them that, not to come on my property as well?
They have to know what property they cannot go on.
Just tell him he don't want you on his property as well.
But they have no way of knowing what property that is.
Well, tell him I
The
don't want
whole
him on.
point of trespass warning is you know where you're not supposed to go.
Okay, tell him I don't
You're
want.
here, so you know that you can't come here.
Okay, tell him I don't want him on the sidewalk.
You can't do that. That's
Okay.
public property.
Okay.
Just like nobody's telling you that you can't be on the sidewalk. It's
Okay.
perfectly legal for you to be here.
Aguayo didn't even know the amendments. The petty officials at the bank trespassed the auditor for no reason. Then the guy asked the same question from the supervisor, hoping someone knew the answer.
This is something so serious, Mr. Rippy. Can you help him out with something?
This is all your follow-up nonsense questions.
It
I'm
wasn't.
not messing with
The
that.
First Amendment is nonsense. I asked him what was the First and Fourth Amendment.
Oh, okay.
That's nonsense to you?
I've watched several of your other videos,
No.
and you ask them math questions and all kinds of silliness.
No, real talk. I asked this gentleman, because he was asking me for my ID, I asked him what is the Fourth Amendment, and he couldn't say it. Then I asked him what was the First Amendment. He couldn't say it. I wish he was a little closer, so I can see you probably helping him out or letting him know about the Fourth and the First Amendment. He does not know. He said that.
He does, because he and I have talked about it. We train on it all the time.
Well, I got him on camera saying he do not know.
Okay, just because he doesn't want to answer your question doesn't mean that that's a bad thing.
I got him on camera saying 2 of the 5 elements and then saying I don't know the rest. Can you help me out? All I'm saying is,
You know him or you wouldn't be out here.
just help him out, man. Just help him out.
Okay.
With the First and Fourth Amendment, okay?
Enjoy.
None of the officers knew the law. It's scary to know that officers still patrol the streets uninformed. The next officer didn't feel shame in stealing from people. Sean visited the Brookhaven Town Hall and met up with some downright scummy officers. But the way he deals with them is commendable.
We have our taxes for last year. Well, that's a total of $22,000 approximately that I paid to the town of Brookhaven for them to retaliate against me and selectively enforce minor code violations to the sum of $75,000. I'm gonna head in.
All right. Oh yeah.
Sean went outside to collect some audio equipment from his car. This is when he came back to realize that some officers had stolen his signs.
Our canine companion said she would like to say a few words.
Great.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Do you know where the signs went?
Yeah,
Where are they at?
we got them downstairs at the front desk.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
No signs. So they stole the signs.
We didn't steal them.
Hold on. You didn't tell us you were taking them.
Why did you steal the signs? I mean, literally, the signs are right here.
Nobody stole the signs.
If they're not here, someone stole them. Why would you do that?
We didn't steal them. We removed them because
Are they
there's
yours?
no
You
signs.
didn't have possession of them. They're not your signs.
You can have them back.
But you stole the signs. Why would you do that?
We didn't steal them. You can have them back.
This is Stasis.
Yeah.
STASYS. He stole
You
the
cut me
signs.
short earlier. Who's to say that a terrorist wouldn't be bringing in the Constitution and telling them?
But it's part of our First Amendment right to bring in signs.
This is
I know it is.
And we're at a
just a
public place.
that. A terrorist wouldn't bring
I'd
the
like the
Constitution.
signs
We gotta
back.
show them the Constitution.
You're getting that.
All right, can I have them?
Are you leaving?
So
We'll
I
give
have.
them to you when you leave.
No, we want
So
them back.
only when I leave.
Yes. You're here for the
I don't
meeting,
think so.
right?
No, that's not acceptable. You don't own those signs. You stole those signs.
We didn't steal.
So we may do a
Do you have a
we may do
supervisor?
a police complaint against
Is there a
you.
supervisor? Is there a supervisor around? Can you call a supervisor?
Sure.
I'm requesting one, yeah.
This is classic.
This is insane. They just took the fucking signs.
He stole the signs. So we may have to do a criminal complaint with the police. Him and whoever else took those signs down. They're pretty heavy signs too.
Very convenient that they waited for Sean to leave. Are you the public safety supervisor?
Yeah.
They took our signs.
Yeah, oh yeah, look, it says right here, no signs, so we secured them in front.
And no cameras, but you're not going to enforce that.
I don't think that's enforceable.
But you can't.
And the signs aren't enforceable either.
Say again?
He has a right to have a sign here.
We don't believe he does. So
Of course he does.
It's part of the First
What
Amendment.
right do you have
the
to
signs
take
are
the sign
secured.
away?
The signs are secured downstairs. It's not interrupted.
So can we get the signs?
Sure, they're downstairs.
All right,
They're not going to come back up.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They're secured, sir.
They're secured, so they're stolen.
When you leave the building, you
Why did you literally stole our colleague's signs?
But on the
Literally
same,
stole the signs.
the guidelines for the speakers, it says no cameras, right? No cameras, no signs, right? Right?
Yep.
So why am I allowed in there with a camera?
I didn't know who you were, because media is allowed to have cameras.
Right.
You're media, I thought.
Signs too.
It's part of my First Amendment to have a sign or a camera.
We can't interrupt the vote. My understanding is that you're media, and the media can have cameras.
The media can also have a sign.
No, you can't.
Why can't I have a sign?
I don't make the rules, buddy. If you have a
It's
problem,
called freedom of expression.
okay.
And that's my First Amendment right.
As far as freedom of speech goes and free things,
Right.
there's rules of decorum in an open auditorium, but we don't allow signs.
They don't allow signs and cameras, yet the media and everyone there came in with their phones and were recording. Also, why is the town hall of all places imposing a ban on freedom of speech? Sean came in to confront the tyrant security head.
They have no authority to move and to take your signs. They said, we didn't steal them, we secured them. So I said, so when the bank robbers robbed the money out of the bank, they didn't steal the money, they secured the money.
Right.
And so now
Where are my signs? I'm waiting for the police.
For the police? Did you call him?
How soon? How are you? Good to see you.
Listen, you guys should give Dave a chance, though, to work this out.
Listen, my chance is this. I went to the law department to see if I did the right thing. They said yes. I said he wants the sign back. I said, okay, but when I give him the sign back, he's going to go upstairs. That's what he said. And they said, well, call the police. So that's what I did. If the police say give you your signs back, I'm more than happy to turn them over. I follow the advice I was given from my counsel. That's all.
They'll give you your signs back. They just don't.
That's not the
They
point.
just don't want you to put the signs up there. That's all.
Sir, I'd like my signs back, please. I would like my property to be returned to me immediately, please. Can you do that? Can you return the property that you stole from me?
Not on the threat that you made.
What threat?
Well, he made the threat. Your colleague made the threat.
What's the threat?
And I don't know whose signs they are.
They're my signs. I'm telling you
I
that.
don't know
They're
that.
my signs.
How do I know that?
I'm telling you. That's all.
Okay, well, if you told me this was your wallet, I wouldn't give it to you.
Right. Well, I'm telling you they're my signs.
Okay. Well, when the police come, we can sort it out.
So I don't care what threat was made to you. I didn't make any threats against you. I would like my property back that you stole from me.
Okay.
You have no right. You're not law enforcement. You're a public safety commissioner. You have no right to take anyone's property. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. You seized my property without a warrant, without any legal authority to do so. So can you please give me back my property? I'm not being hostile towards you. I haven't taken your property. I haven't done anything to you. I'm asking for my property back that is rightfully mine. I purchased it.
You have a receipt?
I don't need a receipt. This is not a Walmart, sir. This is my building. This is town hall.
They were left in the back of the room.
They were not left in the back of the room.
Were you standing next to those signs?
It doesn't.
Nobody was. They were left in the back of the room, so
I was sitting next to them.
He made a threat with the
I
signs.
was sitting
What he
next
was
to
going to
them.
do with the signs when I gave them back to him because he said they were his. No, I didn't say that. So at the end of the day, the police will sort it out. That's all. They'll be here
But
in a minute.
I'm telling you, they're my signs. You have a bunch of cameras in here. Why don't you check the cameras and see that I brought the signs inside? And then that way you can return them to me. I know you're not law enforcement, but you have access to the security cameras, right? You could do some investigative work, see me bringing in the signs, and then give me back the signs.
The security head was a thief. The police should come and arrest him for his crimes. Let's see what the cops do when they arrive.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, how you doing? Can I just get your names and badge numbers?
Yeah, RAF, RAFF, and then 7530.
Okay. And yours, I can't, it's too shiny.
Berkowitz, 7752.
Okay, thank you.
So what's going on?
I was in the public meeting. I was going to speak during public comment. I had two signs with me. Somebody stole my signs. I didn't see who it was. I wasn't looking at it, and somebody took them. And then when I asked the public safety commissioner there if I could have my signs back, he told me no. He says, "Do you have a receipt for the signs?" Et cetera, et cetera. So I called you guys because I was like, I want my property back. It's my property. This is my property.
We talked with them. They're willing to give the signs back. It's just they have the posted notification saying no signs.
Right.
So,
but it also says no recording. That doesn't mean that it's like a law. How you doing? Anthony, nice to meet you. Those are my signs, yeah. Thanks.
These are fairly large signs, and we're out in the auditorium, putting this in a means of egress and obstructing access, right?
Right.
I'm not obstructing your right to protest, but you can't put these in an aisle, you can't put these by the egress where...
They were in the back, where nobody walks. They were just in the back. I didn't put them in the front. They were in the back of the building. They were in the back of the room. I'm not trying to block anybody's way.
He's giving your signs back, correct, Commissioner?
Did the police tell me I have to give the signs back?
Okay. We just cannot obstruct egress.
I won't. Thank you.
Commissioner?
I won't.
I need to see where he puts them.
This was a slap on the face of the security head. Sean went back and placed the signs. Later on, it was his turn to speak at the town hall, and he sure had some kind words for the administration.
Out of the way.
We're going to start off with our first four speakers, which will be Sean Paul Reyes, Leroy True, Vinny from South Jersey News.
My name is Sean Paul Reyes, born and raised in the town of Brookhaven. Excuse me, most of you know it as Crookhaven. I'm an independent journalist and constitutional activist, and my company, Long Island Audit Inc., is dedicated to exposing government corruption. I've received countless reports from residents about selective enforcement and retaliation, and during my investigation, I became a target myself. The town charged me with 20 retaliatory violations totaling $75,000. 7 of them, worth $36,000, are for a property I do not even own. Yes, you heard that right. I don't even own it. But that doesn't matter to the town of Brookhaven. They'll weaponize whatever they can. Between my two properties, one being my childhood home, I pay over $20,000 a year in property taxes. And what do I get for that money? A corrupt government, a police department that ignores the law, and a town supervisor, Dan Panico, along with a town attorney, John Rouse, who abuse their power to intimidate and silence journalists. And it's good being able to speak to you in person, Town Supervisor Daniel Panico. As your constituent, I'm very concerned that you would have your town attorney try to use my letter, which I wrote to you, against me in court, which, by the way, Supervisor Panico, is a First Amendment protected activity, petitioning your grievances to your government for redress. You swore an oath to uphold my rights, yet you and your administration are violating them. Residents know that this is a pay-to-play system, and it's who you know when it comes to housing permits. The average resident doesn't fight back because they have jobs, families, they just want the nightmare to end, so they submit. But fighting tyranny is my job, and I will fight this retaliatory and malicious prosecution all the way. When I stood before the judge, it was clear as day that the court was rigged against me. John Rouse, a former judge, was unprofessional, biased, and vindictive, refused to speak to me off the record. The town is now subpoenaing my personal and business tax returns, which they have not provided any reason for. This isn't the law, this is lawfare. This is tyranny. We the people will not stand by any longer. We pay outrageous taxes for pothole-ridden roads, for corrupt officials who think they rule us instead of serving us. You are a public servants, and it's about damn time we remind you of that. Let me be crystal clear. I won't do that to the residents of Brookhaven when I take your job, Supervisor Panico. I will protect the rights of the people. I will put an end to this corruption, and I will end the pay-to-play once and for all. I'm glad you think that's funny, Councilman. Okay, that's great. Do you have any other stand-up comedy for us? What? Do you have anything else to say besides just laugh? Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, don't say it under your breath. Say it out loud. Okay. No, I got 13 seconds. We're not done. If you have something to say, you can say it out loud. Now I'm done.
When Sean talked about his grievances, Councilman Michael Laguercio laughed at him. I guess suing someone with his own tax money and having the court rigged against him is just absurd from our officials. Sean's friend Leroy also had some harsh words for the councilman.
Disrespectful prick.
Hello, servants of the town of Brookhaven, because that's who you are. Servants, including the clown there, Michael Laguercio. You're not rulers, you're not dictators, you're not tyrants, though in reality, that's all I've experienced today is tyranny. You're servants of we the people. My name is Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations. I urge you all to subscribe to my YouTube and my Facebook channel to learn the truth, not just about other corrupt politicians, but yourselves as well. I am here today in absolute unwavering support of my friend and fellow investigative journalist, Sean Paul Reyes of Long Island Audit, a man of the highest integrity who had the courage to expose your corruption and was met with one of the most blatantly illegal acts of government retaliation I have ever seen. $75,000 in outrageous retaliatory fines towards this man, all because he investigated you. And that's why I'm here. That's what led me to Brookhaven. Now I am investigating you. And just a little bit ago, my friend Sean here, he had two signs which are still in the back. They were stolen from him. His personal property was stolen by your so-called public safety officers. And then, after they said, well, we didn't steal them, we secured them. So the next time someone robs one of your banks and you catch the bank robber, I hope the bank robber says, oh, I didn't steal $1 million from your bank, I just secured the money. Because that's exactly what the public safety officers did here to my friend Sean. And the public safety officers didn't even have the sense that they knew stealing was wrong, and they contacted your law department. And what did the law department say? Oh, call the police. You got to keep those signs. All of us learned, including you, Daniel, from our mothers. Don't steal property that is not yours. It's not enough that you are trying to steal $75,000 from Sean because of retaliatory violation, erroneous fines. You wanted $75,000 plus another $775, which is what those 2 signs are worth. And when your public safety officer said, you know, they're downstairs, they're not coming back up, I said, yes, they are. This is property, not theirs. Those signs are right there. Because that was the right thing to do. And your police officers were very professional. They did the right thing. Your fire marshals were very professional. They didn't do the right thing. You need to do the right thing and get rid of those fines and stop retaliating against my friend Sean.
The guy that took the signs needs to be arrested for theft. The disrespect by city employees is very inappropriate and they need to be fired. It is unconscionable that public servants are allowed to abuse their power so badly and so often. I hope Sean can win this case and show these dictators that the people of Brookhaven are united against tyranny. Just like these last corrupt officers, these next ones behaved more like kidnappers when they all jumped out of a car and jumped Mr. Simons, who was just peacefully walking down the street.
Sure.
So what I do, I didn't do nothing wrong. You see me walking on the streets.
Yes, that's what we're stopping. If you see me walking on the streets.
Do you see me walking on the streets? Because I'm smoking my split, walking on the streets?
That's right.
That's not illegal, man. I didn't know y'all was doing that. I didn't do it now. Just coming people over for no reason. Man, embarrassing, man. I just came out of there eating a burger and all of that, man.
Yeah, you can make a burger there.
Taking on my shirt, all of this stuff.
Grab
it. No, man, I'm just saying, you grabbing my doors and all of that, man, that shit was crazy.
For no apparent reason, these officers start to frisk Simon down. They empty his pockets like he was some kind of drug dealer. But Mr. Simon finally had enough.
Yo, what are you talking? Yo, you want me to take off my pants, man?
Yo, relax, don't reach,
yo, come on, don't do that.
You don't do that, right? You don't do that, right?
Alright,
you grab it. You search it, right?
Come on, man.
You want to comfortable? Search, what?
Come on, man. Look, you want me to take off my pants?
No.
You don't have to take off my. You want to grab my everything, man? What's wrong with you, man? That's some disrespectful. I told you I work, and you want to. Why you so intense for? You just grabbing my man. You did grab my man. You grab my. That's right. You grab my man. Yo, get the me, man. Nah, ain't no man. What's your name? What's your you sir? Are you a Are you a That's right. That's right. Hold up. Let me take my picture of you. Because you want to grab my. You want to hear about me tomorrow morning.
But things would really escalate when Simon goes to take a picture of one of the officers who allegedly tried to strip him.
You want to hear about me tomorrow morning. You want to hear about me. You want to hear about me tomorrow morning. Nah, I don't want no Business card. I don't want no business card. Right here. Come 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 right here. Don't grab my phone. Don't grab. Yo, bro, you see this, right?
Everything's on camera.
Grabbing my and everything, man. The right here.
Everything's on. Take a picture of me. You understand?
Yo, you see?
You got my shield number. That's all you need. My shield number. That's it.
Hey, you broke my phone.
Well, I told you not to take a picture of me. You cannot do that. All right?
Yo, you see this, right? They broke my phone.
Everything's
so who's
on
gonna pay
camera.
for my phone?
Everything's on camera.
Who's gonna pay for my phone? After you done grab my phone.
I told you not to take a picture of us.
What are you talking about?
Can't take a
You're a
picture of
public
us.
servant. I can take a picture
All you
of
get is our name and shit.
I can take a picture of you. You're a public
Not
servant.
when you're too close
You
to
sign up to that. What are you talking about? You taking me grabbing my phone?
Well, you cannot take a picture that close to.
You grab my and you gonna remember me for doing that. You a crabby. You broke my phone. That's a $1,000 phone. Who gonna pay for my phone? Why you biting your lips? Why you biting your lips? You feel intimidated by me? You grab my. You grab my.
Are you have an idea, you?
Huh? I don't need a ID.
You have an idea here?
Yeah, I got a ID on me. For what? For what? What you want my ID for?
Can I see your ID? Oh, you don't want to give you your ID?
No, don't worry. I got you. And I'm pretty sure people recorded right
You
here.
want to see your ID?
Yeah,
We've been recording
that's right.
since we jumped.
All right, I got y'all.
All right.
I got you.
All right.
I got you, grabbing my destroy my phone.
All right, 91. 91.
The officer slapping the phone out of Simon's hand and breaking it is considered assault in whatever state statute you may look at. The Three Stooges left the crime scene, but later came back to smooth things out when they heard Simon called an ambulance.
Hey. Remember this new face? These dudes right here. Nah. Ain't you a sergeant?
No, it's just me. It's just
That's
me.
what you doing?
It's just
That's
me.
what you doing? That's what you telling them?
Just come.
Pay for that.
Come.
Y'all gonna for that.
Sir, come.
You and your goons. Y'all running around like that some
Come, we talking
Ain't no talking no more. Ain't no talking. Especially you. You want you wild stinking ass.
By myself to talk to you.
I don't get. You was right there.
I'm gonna tell you.
Listen to me. And you a sergeant?
Yes.
You see this? And you a sergeant? You got them conducting themselves like that?
We'll talk. I don't want your business to get out.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro.
What do you want to do?
I already told you what I'm gonna do. I know the procedure. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna get superior, and I'm gonna profess some charges on this here for grabbing my.
So you want to go to the hospital?
No, yeah, I'm waiting for the ambulance.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the ambulance.
But I have to document it for you.
No, I don't want you, because you was right here. You part of the incident.
I'll take the report for you.
No, you ain't gonna take no report. You gonna take the report when it comes to whoever else is going down from. Because that's why y'all playing games, touching the right people.
Okay, here's the thing.
Going to pay, especially these little predator right here.
Listen.
Touching. Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't touch me. Don't touch. I don't want to talk to you. I told you. You part of the incident.
I'm gonna help
so
you.
You can't. No, you can't help me, bro.
You want me to document it?
I'm gonna talk to the lawyer. No, not you. Not you. I talk to somebody else. Not you, because you stood right there. Y'all here acting like some hooligans. With the right one, y'all grabbing up on my. Now I gotta go to the hospital.
Okay.
The officer was so persistent in trying to smooth things out with Simon because he realized that this was going to be a big lawsuit against all three of them and the entire PD. But Simon wanted nothing to do with people who physically and sexually assaulted him.
This nigga right here, look, babe. Now he want to talk. Look at him. And he a sergeant. He supposed to be an example for these right here, son. Grown ass. Alright, I got them though. Like I said, since you giving out sandwiches.
3. 7 over 2 3.
Yeah, we can grab me right now.
Foster Avenue and Smith Avenue.
Right here. Look at my shit swollen.
So you want to make a complaint?
Look at like I said, I don't want to talk to you, officer. I don't want to talk to you at your chair. You let them do all that foul shit. right there.
Okay, here's the thing.
No.
I'll make the complaint for you.
No, I don't need your complaint. Yeah, screenshot him. That's the sergeant. Look. You see him?
Simpson 4899.
Don't worry, I got him. Everything is videotaped. I'm gonna call you when I get to the hospital, babe.
So one more time, you're not gonna give me no info?
No, excuse me. I don't want these guys around me. They just assaulted me. I was over there,
Have no point.
When he tried to take a picture of them before he got assaulted, but now suddenly everything was A-okay? Since this incident, internal investigation substantiated Simon's allegations, but so far the officers involved suffered no punishment.
Hey, come here. Let me explain something to you. You be extremely... No, don't walk away from me.
Am I under arrest?
No, just be extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, be extremely careful
Listen,
when you're
I
driving
didn't see
because you cut me off. You
Listen,
did not even use your
see
turn
you.
signal. Use
At
your
the
turn
last
signal.
minute, he called. He needed me over here.
So use your turn
okay,
signal.
I did not
Is that
know
the law?
that. Okay.
Are you supposed
Listen,
to use
do
your turn
not
signal?
come up threatening on me like that.
I'm
That's a
not
good way to go to
threatening. Look
jail,
at you.
okay?
For what? My bad drive?
No.
You're going to
you
send
do
me to
not come
jail
up here
for your
beating
bad
on my
driving?
window,
I
man.
knocked on your window.
Okay.
I knocked on your
Be
window
extremely
after
careful.
you
That's
cut
called
across
menacing.
2 lanes
Huh?
without your turn signal.
Oh, I think you're fixing to go to jail.
Because of your
listen
bad
to
driving.
me. You do not come up and approach us like that, beating on my window.
I
You got
knocked on your
scared me because
window.
I had no clue you were there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, did you have a clue I was behind you when you cut across 2
I
lanes
did
of
not.
traffic?
No, I
then
did
you
not.
should drive better.
Okay. I have a dog in my back. It's hard for me to see. I've done apologized to you. Now this will
I
be the
didn't hear
third
that.
time.
Okay.
It's not extremely smart to be acting the way you're acting right now because I will put you in jail. Okay?
No,
I will put you in jail. I don't care.
Okay.
Plain and simple. Do you understand me?
Do I understand what?
That I will put you in jail.
For what?
First off, your disorderly conduct,
What
menacing,
disorderly
beating on my
menacing?
window like
You
that.
are
Okay?
armed to the teeth, and I'm menacing. I knocked
You don't
on
walk
the
up
window.
on us like that.
Okay. May I drive away now?
Not yet, you're not.
Go ahead.
Kentucky Edward 3, Young 180. Also, send me another unit over here. McDonald.
If I did that, I would have gotten.
I've written like Temple. 5 other things to do.
That 28 comes back to 2022 Chevy 4-door white to a Juniper Milligan out of Midland. It's valid NSR.
10 will that be up on at this point? Do you have your driver's license on you, ma'am? Simple
it's a traffic
question.
stop.
It is now.
Why?
Because you got out on my vehicle and beat on my window. Now, right now, I'm
to-
investigating a disorderly conduct. I need to see your driver's license and your proof of insurance.
Okay, this is not a traffic stop because I walked.
Do you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I just don't
I
think
need
you're
you to
right.
get your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Are citizens allowed to tell officers when they break a law? Well, this next woman got sent to jail for doing that. On August 18, 2023, Juniper Mulligan was driving with her mother when Deputy Croft took a sharp lane change and came in front of her, almost causing an accident. When she came to confront him about it, Croft threw a tantrum.
I'm sorry. Please don't take it out of my hand.
Let me have your driver's license
No,
so I can
am
cut you a
required to
citation.
present it. Hey, give
Back
my
off
property
before
back.
you go to jail.
Give my property back.
Don't sit down. Don't be reaching in your car either.
For my phone.
Well, I've got it all on recording.
Yeah, I know.
Ain't that? So,
I can't do nothing with this dog in the back seat.
He stole my property.
Stay right. No, he didn't. That's the state's property. Stay right there. Okay. So, pull up. I went in the far lane over there, I guess.
Croft's ego was so massive it could cover the sun. All he had to do was just apologize for his rash behavior. Juniper wasn't going to write him a ticket, but his aggressive nature would show momentarily.
She comes up here, I'm getting ready to talk to him. She comes beating on my window, scares me to death. I had no clue. Jump out, she starts freaking boom, 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 boom. So I hit the record, start recording, and now she's been the way she's been. I mean, she's yelling and screaming. She's disorderly. I'm fixing to hook her up for disorderly.
Now the tyrant explains to the other tyrant a drummed-up lie to save his face, while Croft's partner continues to threaten Juniper with arrest.
If she don't want to give her keys up, then we'll tow that vehicle.
At this point, Deputy Croft called Sheriff Norman and got the go-ahead for something horrible.
You're okay.
I would like to give my mother my keys now.
Okay, that question.
I would like to give my mother my keys.
No, so you're not going to do it. You're handcuffed, okay?
I know.
So,
I want my mother to go in my
listen,
pocket.
listen to me. You're
No,
under
I
arrest.
want
So
her
this
to
is a
take
search incident to arrest, okay? I'm lawfully able to search you after you've been placed under arrest, okay?
Sure.
I understand, but I'm just telling you how it is. Sorry, I don't do anything stupid.
Central, make sure we have a separate for this incident. That's the hard way to do it.
Well, I know. You kind of got it all wrapped up in here.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I wasn't the initial officer who was out here, so I'm going to make sure that he's okay with her having the keys, and if he's okay with it, then that's what we'll do, okay?
Sure.
Now, is there going to be any other, do you have any kind of weapons, guns, knives? I saw you hand a knife to your mom over there.
I'll
Is there
hand it
anything
to
else?
her. She took it out of my pocket.
While handing out Juniper's belongings to her mother, when she herself sped up the process, the other deputy became aggressive for no reason.
Is your wallet in your back pocket? Can you go ahead and just grab that out with your left hand?
Sure.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Okay, yeah, no, come here. You're on the
I was just handing my property to my mother.
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
You're not grabbing anything on this car.
Occupant in the vehicle. He has a Concord Fire Department shirt on.
Stay there. Do not touch those keys.
Excuse me. I'm not a freaking dog.
I'm going to let Croft decide what to do with the vehicle. And that's what I told her. I said, we're going to let them decide what to do with the vehicle until we start giving keys to people. So they're going to stay right there until Croft gives a call.
These cops were fueled by their ego and had the sole desire to show dominance over innocent civilians.
Do you wish to talk to me about what happened today that led to this? Because it's honestly, I don't know. I rolled up here and the situation was already happening.
Right. Will it affect my arrest?
Do what?
Will it affect this? Do I get out?
No.
Okay, well, that cop, whoever, cut across 2 lanes of traffic.
We're at over here on the road.
On the bridge. Cut in front of me across 2 lanes of traffic, no lights, no signals. And I honked at him, and then I came here to tell him he was a bad driver, and this happened.
Well, so tell me how you went about telling him that he was a bad driver. I believe that's where the problem's going to lie.
I just went up and knocked on his door. I knocked twice on glass. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you realize there's better. Would you agree that we could have went about this in a better way? You know that you can just go to the sheriff's department and say, hey, I want to talk with the sheriff. I've got a problem with what happened today on the road. Do you realize that's the way to go about this? Because listen, let me tell you something. I do not enjoy taking away people's freedoms. I did not get in this job to do so. Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
Stay there. I take it very seriously, okay? And I hate that this is what it's come to today, okay? But I wish that on your side as well, I wish that we could have done better today to not do this, because I mean, I wish that we would have been able to go, you know what, he would have, I guarantee if you went to the sheriff's department and said, this is what's happening, they would have called him directly and he would have came up there and you guys could all three had a meeting.
All I wanted to do was tell him he was driving badly. And then he turned it around and got mad at me. All I was going to do was let him know he cut across 2 lanes of traffic. You know, if you're supposed to uphold the law, you should, like, actually follow the law.
I agree. But at the same time, whenever something like that happens, and you do this, and you take it to this,
I just wanted to let him know he was driving bad. As someone in uniform, he should do better. He should be aware of the laws he's trying to enforce.
But let me ask you this, man. Do you think if we could go back in time, and you do this a little bit different, you think that it was appropriate?
Okay, fine. You're right. I would park, and I would wait for him to notice me. But I would still want to let him know.
And there's nothing wrong with if he pulled in here and he did that, and you can pull in here as well, obviously, you know. And then if he was walking in there to get something to eat, you could say, "Excuse me, sir, this is what happened on the road. I do not appreciate it." And you can, you know what? I will be filing a complaint.
Okay.
And that is your right to do. But I tell you, whenever you go there and you beat on his window and you put him in fear of physical injury, that's called
I disagree with that.
Well, I wasn't here for that, okay? So, but like I said, I don't like the way that this has turned out today.
Me neither.
But moving forward, I mean, I want you to be able to just, I get frustrated on the road too. Even being in a marked police car, like people pull that in front of me all the time, and it's frustrating. And I want to go up there, and I want to say, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't, because that's first of all, that's extremely unprofessional, and there's better ways to do it.
Okay.
So
that's true.
I appreciate you being nice and cordial with me and talking to me. I promise I'm not a mean person, okay?
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys.
I'm going to do my best to be able to have your mom take the car where it doesn't get towed, okay?
I appreciate that.
All right, well, I'll be back with you soon, okay? Can you feel the air?
Yes.
Okay.
What's even more messed up is how her public defender behaved. He sent a series of uncomfortable and sexually explicit messages to Juniper. This was so disgusting that Juniper eventually decided to start her own GoFundMe to hire a personal lawyer. Not only was the PD corrupt, the public defenders were creeps. This is America for the average woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, turn
this
around.
This is my son. Let me bring my son home first. What are you doing to my son?
Cops often make dumb mistakes that throw their careers into a downward spiral. Just like these two. In the early morning of July 4th, 2024, John Sexton was out for a walk with his son in Watonga, Oklahoma. This is when he was confronted by Officer Joaquin Montoya.
Hey, how you doing today? Yeah, where you heading off to? Just walking. Any specific location? Okay. Is this your son?
Yes.
All right. Hey, what's your name?
You can tell him my name.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Johnny.
Johnny. All right. All right, Johnny. Where you coming from?
Just walking around.
Just walking around?
Yeah.
All right. Enjoying this weather?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, we're checking up on you, man. You know.
Just walk around. What the heck is this deal?
Found it a little bit suspicious, you know. So,
what?
just walking around.
Walking around is a little bit suspicious?
I mean, technically not really, but I mean, it is pretty early in the morning. Just wondering what was going on.
That's what we do. We get up early in the morning.
You got your ID on you?
What do I need an ID for?
Because I just asked you for it.
I don't need to show my ID.
Okay. If you don't give me your ID, I'm going to take you to jail for failure to identify, because I've identified that you've been walking around down here at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we do that.
No, you're not. Give me your ID.
This is Officer Monty Goodwin, and what he's about to do would end up traumatizing John's son for life.
You've been walking around down here at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we do that.
No, you're not. Give me your ID.
I don't have my ID on me because it's at the house.
Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
Huh?
What's your name and date
I don't
of
know,
birth?
but you can't run. I don't have. This is a state where I don't have to show my ID.
Turn around.
You're gonna do this in front of my son?
Yeah, turn around.
Are you serious?
Yeah, turn
this
around.
This is my son. Let me bring my son home first.
No, turn around now.
Bro, you need to, here, let me videotape this real quick. I want this on video. What are you doing to my son? Bro, this is son, it's okay, okay?
It's good.
Bro, I promise you, you're gonna pay for this. Are you serious?
Yeah, turn
this
around.
This is my son. Let me bring my son home first.
No, turn around now.
Bro, you need to, here, let me videotape this real quick. I want this on video. What are you doing to my son? Duh. Son, it's okay, okay? Bro, I promise you, you're gonna pay for this.
You think?
Yeah, I promise you that. We're walking around. There's nothing suspicious. I've done nothing criminal. I don't have my ID on me. I told you that.
And what did I tell you?
You just slammed me on the ground because I was trying to record. What are you rolling me on the ground for? Dude, this is ridiculous. Man, look what you're doing to my fucking son. There's my phone right there, too. You're a punk ass bitch. You know that? Dude, I can't even believe you're doing this to my son because we was walking around on 4th of July.
Have a seat and I'll talk to you. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Hey, buddy. He's just gonna find out who he is, alright? And then, hopefully we'll go from there, alright?
It's a miracle the tyrant cop didn't arrest the kid for not identifying himself. The pig officer then returns to talk to the kid whose father he just assaulted.
Hey, buddy, come here. You're okay. Listen to me. You're okay. Hey, quit crying. People that don't want to identify typically are involved in criminal activity.
According to this cop, everyone who doesn't identify themselves is a criminal. Reminds me of what people of a certain region used to do back in the day. The officer proceeds to cop-splain to John.
I've known this individual to be involved in thefts in the city of Canton.
There has been no criminal activity.
Okay, listen to me.
Bro, we were just walking, and when you came up,
you didn't
hear what he said.
Shut up and listen for a minute. No, shut up and listen. Okay. So I saw y'all walk down the alley behind I saw y'all when I was headed into the office. Walk down, walk across the street.
Yes, sir.
Then I got my unit ready. While getting my unit ready, man, I see y'all back in the alley you left from, okay?
We will always walk from that alley around. That's our house is around that. Is that why we do that? I promise. We do it every morning. I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
So here's the thing. That's fine and dandy, man. But listen, we have people that are going down up and down these alleys, spray painting and tearing shit up.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
Okay? It's the 4th of July, man.
But
okay,
if he would have came up and said something like, hey, but he just goes, hey, I've been called for, what do you say, investigation of something. And I was like, what?
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal, though. Listen, when I got there, I didn't play games with you. I asked you what y'all were doing. You said, okay. I've worked here. Yeah, and that's fine, dude. I love it that you're out with your kid. But it is a little odd, okay? So when I ask you for your ID, you say, I don't have any ID. So what's your name and date of birth? That's all you have to give me. Give me your name and date of birth. What is your name and date of birth?
I know, but it's just because
No, this is your last offer.
You're asking me right now? I thought you were saying my name is John Sexton, 123086.
Okay, set time. 1230 of 86.
The 4th of July. What a day to completely step on someone's rights. A real embodiment of the American spirit right there. As one tyrant interrogated John, the other one tried to calm the kid down.
Hey, do you watch a lot of Ninja Turtles?
No, I want my dad.
Yeah, he's right there. Don't worry about it. Look, he's gonna be all right. I'm sorry. Bad choice of words, not bad.
This interaction is sure to teach the kid about the rights he can exercise. What a commendable cop. Let's get back to the other idiot officer who's giving John some lessons about the law.
Okay, listen, man. As long as you don't have like a bad warrant, I don't want to take you to jail. I don't like taking people to jail. I don't like doing what I had to do to you in front of your kid. But you caused it. All you had to do was provide the information asked. No, listen. Shut up and listen just a minute. We had reasonable enough suspicion to identify you. That's all that matters.
But if I did criminal activity.
Yeah.
But I didn't do no criminal activity. So
yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't do nothing criminal walking with my son.
Okay. It's not criminal, but we still have reasonable enough suspicion to identify you.
And if I want to give the ID, I can.
No, it's not a if the state is not a if you want to
So
state.
it's a state that they can ID you at any time?
It's not a, this is not a shall ID state, but once you're being detained, and
But what was I being detained for?
criminal, like we don't know what's going on, but we can call it criminal activity.
That's not, but I didn't do criminal activity, sir. That was
Okay, man.
thrown down like that in front of my son.
I didn't even throw you down, if you want to know the truth.
You did, and
No.
you rolled me on the ground, sir.
I rolled you on the ground to,
2 times.
I just making sure you don't have any weapons in there, bro.
No, that was just a little overdoing it when a kid's right there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, don't you think maybe next time a cop says, hey, what's your
I
name?
don't have my ID, though. That's what I was telling you. I don't have it on me.
But I did ask you what your name and date of birth is. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it, Mr. Sexton. But here's the thing, man. Typically, when a cop's out with somebody and they don't want to identify, it leads us to believe that you are involved in more criminal activity than we need to. So that's why you heard me saying what I was saying, because I'm narrating for the camera. This is not my first day on the job, okay?
Why is he out 6 o'clock in the morning with his kid?
Says he gets up every morning at 4 and walks around. You ever seen him?
No.
Me neither.
No, and I call out those when I get in too.
Yeah.
I purposely drive down.
I don't think I'm out of the scope of my job, do you?
No. I mean, we've been told to extra patrol because of issues in the alleys, and now we're checking out somebody that's in the same fucking alley.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got break-ins, we've got graffiti, reports of drug stuff.
Yeah.
After confessing his sins to another officer and realizing he couldn't hold John any longer, the tyrant finally showed some mercy.
Was clear. Okay, man, have a good night. See? I'm not dumb, am I? People usually have warrants that don't want to identify.
I know, but they've been on here for 10 years. Like, literally, they're just for tickets.
Okay.
That's all they are.
Well, here's the thing, though. Are you aware of what they're doing now? So now that I've advised you, they're all supposed to put a check mark on them or whatever. So the next time somebody checks out with you, guess what? There's a good chance you might go to jail for them. So you might want to start getting a hold of them counties and take care of it.
Yeah, you got to get a hold of them now, they say.
If disrespecting him in front of his son wasn't enough, he threatened him with arrest as he uncuffed him. What a pig.
They used to just put warrants out, but they said if you get a hold of them and you can't pay it, they'll work with you to not put one out. But
yeah, but here's the
this
deal.
was from 10 years ago. That's the reason
a
why
lot
they're
of you,
out,
a lot of you guys have strung them out so long now that they're saying, hey, guess what?
Sit them out.
Nope. Yep. You can come set them out.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Come on, son.
Hey.
You're supposed to be in there, son. Come on. You can't play in there. That's not ours, okay? We'll go home and pay.
All right. So listen, you guys, we don't mind you getting out, walking around, but when the police officers ask you who you are, you better tell them, okay?
Come on, let's go.
I'll put these up for you.
Just another day at the office for this tyrant, but this incident sent shockwaves in the community. A city meeting was held, and after severe backlash, the city manager was demoted to an intern role, while the mayor and vice mayor resigned. Officer Goodwin was fired from his position, and he's looking down the barrel of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. The dad sure got justice, but what's going to happen to the insane PTSD his son will have to live with for the rest of his life? Not to mention his deep hatred for the police. And that's all for today. If you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next upload. Thanks for watching.